Good morning. It's Sunday, and I am about to sit here and give you guys another message. I've been sitting here shuffling these cards. I'm getting ready to get out of here for the gym again, as I normally do. So, um, just give me a second, and I'm gonna finish shuffling these cards up because I'm not gonna waste my time on camera shuffling cards until it's time for them to drop out. So, we're going to just sit here and I'm gonna do this and come right back. Okay. So I'm done the shuffle. Had to turn that off. So basically, you can. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. Wounded Warrior card is in the upright, and this is basically some sort of a loss of some sort. Retreat. Somebody seems to be weakened, wounded about something. Ten of Cups are in the reverse. So there's a wounded warrior. Something didn't go as planned. Somebody did not get their Ten of Cups. Their Ten of Cups, their happiness, they're walking into fulfillment and everything with the family, the friendship and everything, the house, the land, everything. You know, being poured into them. Everything under the rainbow belongs to them. Everything of fulfillment they have. But with this Five of Swords in the upright and then this Ten of Cups in the reverse underneath it, somebody just got finished with some conflict that they've lost. So this is their fortune. This is what they lost. They were defeated in some way, shape, or form. I'm getting. So let's see. What about this? This Ten of Cups in the reverse. Wounded Warrior. What is this energy about? Who lost? What did they lose? What happened in the situation? Come on. They don't want to drop any cards now. Okay. So this might be a little bit longer than 3 minutes. I might have to post 2 videos. Let's see. Come on. Let's go. Spirit. What's going on with the situation over here? Who's at a loss? Lovers. There are lovers in the reverse. There are lovers that are at a loss. Something had ended with a situation. Somebody is a wounded warrior. Somebody lost their fulfillment. Lovers are in the reverse. What's up with the lovers card in the reverse? What's not working out? Oh, shit. I almost fell too. Hold on. Let me just stop this and start up again. Actually, you know what? I can keep it running. I forgot I don't have to save the videos like that. Okay, so we got the Ten of Swords. It came out sideways. Okay. So, somebody seemed to have tried to stab a situation, put death to a, well, not put death, but backstab a situation with the lovers in the reverse. And this came out on the side. So they tried, it's at a standstill. So this is really isn't so much as defeated as, something just didn't go exactly as planned because somebody was trying to stab somebody in the back in this lover situation, it seems like, or with the lover situation, and it's at a standstill. And this was clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Basically, there is a King of Pentacles, and a situation had them sitting, holding tightly to all they have, okay, with this lover situation. So this is why it seems trying to backstab and put to death out for the count. They were trying to do away with this situation, but something happened that had it at a standstill for some reason. Now this King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles is being stingy with the time, the money, the attention, just selfish on his own nature, but Of course, this individual could have, had a rough time with the world, and it's just taking everything in and making sure to um, gather more about situation before proceeding. That's what I'm saying. So somebody is like kind of putting a lover situation on hold, trying to figure out an ordeal of some sort that's going on with this. What is this King of Pentacles trying to figure out with the situation that they got at a standstill? It seems like this is their situation they're having at a standstill for some reason. So what energy is this King carrying? Okay, for Empress. King of Pentacles being stingy with an Empress, which is the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is an Empress. This is in a lover situation, and this individual is sitting in the Ace of Cups. Just comfort, stability, everything. She's surrounded by comfort. She's guided by the divine. She's pouring out her heart and soul and everything of her works. You see her sitting back in her comfort, just harvesting and just doing her own little thing. I mean, she doesn't have to really put in so much because she is doing what she is supposed to do naturally. And it seems like somebody was trying to stop this. Six of Swords, sailing away. Sailing away to brand new beginnings. You see how it's like majorly calm waters on one side and then it's like rough waters on the other side? So the situation is being sailed away from, it seems like. So what's going on with the situation? Is who's sailing away from the situation and why? Can we get that answer, please? Let's get that answer. Come on, Spirit. What's going on? Give me some sort of clarity on this situation right here. What's going on? Come on. So, you can't be afraid to, open your heart or anything. You have to keep that open or else you're going to become just like, the people that you complain about. Your heart is what makes you you. Okay? And yeah, you have to learn how to think and you have to learn how to decipher a lot of things. So, I mean, for whoever situation this is, don't close down, yourself. And whatever the situation is, just know, like, everybody, has a different perspective of everything around them, okay? And okay, she's selling away because she was at the Two of Swords. Okay. Basically this individual, somebody was blinded to a situation, unsuspected situation outcome that arose. It could have had something to do with some secrets and everything in the background because somebody is very guarded. Okay. And it's not like they don't know what's coming up. It's like they can sense something that's going on. This is why they're in a guarded stance. So this is more than likely why this Empress is sailing away from a situation. Okay, now we're dealing with all around energy. The Empress could be, a masculine. It could be feminine. Okay, because remember, energy is fluid. Energy is not, if you think about it, we're all the same. It's just, some of us can give the material to create a creation of life, and some of us are just given the material to, not only create it, but actually birth it. But all around it's energy, and that's all it is. That's all it ever is. So it's like you have to understand that these aspects that come back through, nothing really dies here. Okay, we're all who we are. We're who we're supposed to be. And your past life, you could have been a female, you could have came back in a male's body, and you can have a feminine energy. Okay, that's how this stuff works. That's why you might find men out there that have, more of a feminine trait to them, and more women that are more masculine. But then you have people that actually balance it out. Like I say, I had to balance mine out, where towards I became balanced as fuck, where towards I was just like not so into my, uh, I know it all and everything else. I would just, dish it out as I seen it and learn how to balance everything else, because I needed my softer component along with, my harder core. So somebody had a situation. This is the devil in reverse. So basically, a situation of a karmic end has shown up, but this the devil in reverse. So basically, somebody has brought the divine into um kind of order out a situation that was in devil's energy. Okay, somebody was guided to help, and it seems like this Knight of Pentacles is on the karmic end. um well, they're all karma, it's just good or bad karma. It's on the lower end of the karmic devil's end. So the divine has justified rule over this order, where towards the lower nature of this card is having to take a step back and pause for a second and recalculate their positioning and their doings, their workings. You see that he's lifting out his hand, okay, at the foot of the devil, and trying to reach out for the feminine, who is just basically, she's eating the grapes off of her tail, okay, while the devil is setting fire to his ass. So this is telling me somebody is really trying to pull back a individual to be into a lower nature, possibly. But this individual is not, handing over any parts of her. So she's still guarded and selling away. Because, like I said, the karmic end is on the King of Pentacles, the lower nature of it. So there is somebody that is possibly leaving a situation. They realize who they are. Okay. Now, as for the karmic end, the lower nature has judgment placed over it. Okay, but judgment is in the reverse for this one. So this is basically somebody was trying to place their judgment on a character, on an individual. Somebody could have been placing judgment on you, family or friends or something. Maybe you were placing judgment on somebody else and underestimating, which you should never do. The Fool is in the sideways stance, of course. So they didn't want somebody to venture out. They did not want somebody to put their best foot forward. They did not want somebody to venture out into the new, trusting in being guided by the source and, their free will, their heart. They did not want somebody to follow their heart. This Empress, probably, more than likely, yeah, because that's what this energy is coinciding with, and nothing more. This lover situation, somebody did not want an Empress to venture out into a new. Somebody did not want somebody to, take charge and just give, it seems like, and go into their fulfillment. And this is basically putting a Three of Wands in the sideways stance as well, and that is clarified by the Queen of Swords. So a situation, okay, Queen of Swords is at a standstill, and all this is crossing over. This situation was guided by a Queen of Swords. Somebody with some sort of harsh character. You know, very stern with her words. But she's honorable in all she does and everything. She rules rightfully and honorably. Yeah, I get tongue tied. Anyway, this is going on kind of long. But yeah, she had this this message of some sorts that that is crossing the situation. So this is possibly why they did not want this Empress to go into a new, did not want to have faith in herself to go forward, or himself. They wanted to keep them at a standstill. And this Queen of Swords is back at work. They're working on something. So there's a Queen of Swords that's working on a situation. Magician in the upright. Magician in the upright. Okay, somebody's trying to Four of Swords came out. This is praying, coffin. Somebody could be praying about a situation, or trying to put a situation to death, trying to end something. Okay, so it wasn't fully the Pentacles. They were working with the Queen of Swords, who has a situation in a standstill position against an Empress. Being a magician, they were trying to end a situation with workings of their own. Somebody was trying to be their own manifester. I was getting this the other day too. Somebody was trying to be their own manifestor and is now probably sitting up in prayer about a situation because they know that something is coming back on their end. Come on, let's get out of here because 18 minutes. This one is not a short one. So this one is possibly going on YouTube. Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, try and put death to a situation with the Page of Swords, which are messages, harsh messages, that were ill prepared for, and they were about selfishness, ungiving nature, basically something not being balanced with this situation over here. They were trying to cause unbalance in a relationship. Now, they're sitting back and watching everything that they harvest. And I see this looking down the full. So they're looking at everything that they harvest and watching this full energy venture out, which is something they did not want to do. This was something they were trying to stop. Can we get one more card here? Because we're not trying to do all this long stuff. I'm trying to get out of here. Okay, you dropped. Somebody was trying to cause sleepless nights, nightmares, trauma, heartache, headaches, migraines. Somebody with the Nine of Swords. They were trying to cause this emperor to have sleepless nights, worry, regret, pain, and everything else. And it did not happen that way. So this is why they are just sitting back watching what they reap, reaping what they've sown. Somebody's not a happy camper anymore. Whew, I love tea. I get my Vita root and I get the gotu and horsetail and the butterfly pea flower along with the hibiscus uh dried up flower for the tea. Delicious, I swear. Just a little bit of honey and lemon. Best stuff ever. It's not too sweet. You got the little bitterness. I love it. I was just saying that the other day too to somebody. That is like awesomeness. It's like I can't really take on too sweet stuff. Like I'll try it and I'll say, oh yeah, it's good, it's flavorful. Like my boys, I got them the Philadelphia water ice, okay, that they like, and they were like, you want to try some? And I'm like, okay, sure. So I tried it. And, the first thing I taste is the sugar, is the sweetness, okay? And I'm like, ooh, you know? But I'm like, okay, there we go. There goes the cherry. There goes that cherry flavor. It's good. Okay, they're like, how you like it? I'm like, it's pretty good. I'm like, this is good. This is all right. It's sweet, but it's good. I like it. It's tasty. Okay. Okay, so somebody was trying to cause death to a situation of a relationship. Somebody didn't want an empress to know who the fuck she was. So yeah, this is something that's coming out. It's like somebody just wanted complete control over something. They got the karmic end of the stick, and they're watching. And I think these Nine of Swords, that they were trying to have this energy, and they're in, actually. That's why they're sitting back watching this, and that's why it's coming out in the reverse. Oh yeah, and again, when one of my TikToks, the lady came on there, and you can see that she was probably coming from a good spot. Okay, I can see how that could have been, but she was also talking about you know if you want a relationship, you can sit here and do this and that with the love spells and stuff. No, you don't do that. If you're sitting here and you're messing with spells like that, you're opening yourself up for a backfire. You're opening yourself up for a karmic to sit here and come back into you. Because everything you put out, you're going to get back tenfold, whether you realize it or not. See, there's situations, okay? If people sit here and they try to maneuver free will into their own accord, it will backfire onto them. Okay? And certain people that you try to place this stuff over, it will backfire faster than others. Okay? Some things you don't even realize are backfiring because you're so used to being in a certain frequency that it seems normal to you. And it's not. It really isn't. You have to understand. But some people, they really don't want to. That you cannot force something that isn't there, because in some way, shape, or form, it's going to come back onto you. And you are not going to realize it depending on the vibration that you're in, especially if you're not in tune with what comes back onto you. If you're not believing in that, you have to actually understand how that happens. You can say, well, my relationship is perfect and you did so and so, however. But get this. How did your children turn out? Exactly. It hits in areas that people would least expect. It really does. That's why you're not supposed to mess with free will. People have their own choice. You're just supposed to sit here and offer yourself out. You're supposed to sit here and offer your heart. You're not supposed to come off, lying. You're not supposed to come off deceitful. You're not supposed to come off using guilt trips. You're not supposed to come off doing certain things. Like, seriously, you don't have to be a goody two shoe. You don't have to be a saint. Like I said, I'm not a saint, okay? But sit here, you have to know right from wrong and the free will that people have. You cannot sit here and force your hand into a situation. You can't do that. And you can't force a situation apart. And you can't force somebody to, be with you. You can't do that. That's like trying to trap somebody with a kid and then getting upset because now you're stuck by yourself with a kid trying to take care of it because, you made bad decisions. You're not supposed to do that shit. Like I said, I didn't know better when I was younger. And I didn't know that I was being trapped when I was being trapped. Okay? I didn't realize anything until I started living it, until I started understanding what was going on around me. It was things that I understood growing up, and then there was turning into a adult, a young adult, and a wife, a mother, and everything else that had me looking at things in a different perspective. Because of course, how many times have you said, "Oh, I wish somebody would," and then later on down the line, you get the fucking situation, and now you're wondering, "Oh my God, what the hell do I do?" What do you mean? Didn't you say you wish somebody would? This is you. Show them. This is what I mean about you bringing your world to life. You have to watch what you say. You have to be mindful. You have to put out there exactly what you want to get put back. You wouldn't want somebody to sit here and put something over you. You wouldn't want somebody to put something in your drink. You wouldn't want somebody to put something in your food or anything to sit here and do something to you. You're not going to sit here and do that. These little potions and everything like that, my lotions and potions and everything else that I make here, it's for healing. Shit. It's for my hair. It's for my skin. It's for me to feel like myself, to feel like I'm helping myself in how I want to present myself. I want my skin to be clean. I want my skin to be beautiful. I want my skin to feel flawless. I want my hair to be beautiful. This is why I feed it, I make sure I whip up myself in the kitchen. And everybody knows this, okay? I'll sit here and I'll get the coconut cream, the coconut milk. I'll get the cornstarch. I'll sit here and get the eggs, the avocado, and everything else, and the olive oil. And I'll sit here and I will make my own stuff. And I was doing it all the time until my injury started getting more and more, interfering with my movements and stuff and tiring me out. So I was just like, you know what? It's just too much. So I just had to start relying on, the little bits of oils and everything else that I would sit here and put the herbs in and, make in my magic butter machine and, add into my shampoos and conditioners because processing and doing all the, extra cooking, okay, for myself, for my skin, for my hair, to make sure that everything is clean, clear, fed, and everything else. It's something I love doing. It relaxes me. It makes me feel wonderful. It makes me feel good at the end, and then I end up like smelling really good and I'm edible and shit. Like, oh yeah, I like this. But I mean, yeah, I'm just silly. Anyway, I'm like, you're supposed to be you. You create to heal, not to manipulate. And this is also another thing that you have to understand. You cannot, and like I stated, I wrote this down in a few of my posts. When you do something knowingly, purposely to harm, hurt, cause confusion, conflict, being malicious to a person, to any individual, that comes back onto you. No matter who you are, it will come back onto you. You are not supposed to manipulate situations for malicious and underhanded purposes. Okay? If you're not doing it out of love, oh, believe me, Source knows. Source knows, Source sees. And I said this before. How do you think Source knows everything? They know when you're sleeping. They know when you're awake. They know if you're a good person. Okay? Source sees through the eyes of, oh, that's upstairs. Source sees, okay? Our eyes, all these individuals on this planet, our eyes we are connected to the source. We are connected to each other. We see what's going on in front of our faces. We hear what's going on around us. This is how stuff is basically being seen and tracked. Okay? Our minds, everything here is connected in one way, shape, or form. But people, they don't like to hear or understand that fact, or it's hard for them to comprehend it. Um, and then some people, they just get it, they understand it, and that is so fucking beautiful. It really is. And that's all you need, you know? When you're talking to people, when you're, being heard, when you're trying to be heard, when you're trying to, sit here and offer advice and everything, come from the heart. That's it. Okay? If you're funny and you crack jokes, you're funny and you crack jokes. You're a comedian. Good for you. You are going to sit here, you're going to make an uncomfortable situation something that somebody can laugh about. Somebody that can bring, you're going to bring that enjoyment, that lightened heart out into a person. And there's some people that get so upset at that because it's like this. They just got made fun of. They just got roasted. And everybody's cracking up laughing. They know it was good, but they're sitting back here like, they don't want to laugh because they got talked about. It's just like, come on. You know it was funny. So it's just like, don't take it too seriously because some people are just trying to lighten you up. But then there's other times where towards there are situations that are serious and that actually need to be discussed. And then you have people that are laughing at those situations and then try to blow it off as a joke. It's not funny. You're not laughing because you're talking about it's a joke. You're now saying that it's a joke and that's why you're laughing because you're being called out on it. So there are differences. Okay, there's some people that are trying to bring the humor to bring you that lightful heart, that comfort, okay, that you need to feel, that you should be feeling. And then there's people that are sitting out here that are just like, they just want to laugh because they think they got one over on you, because of the crap that they're putting you through. That's not right. That's malicious behavior. You're being called out on it. You're being seen for who you are. And this is why, the things are happening to you the way they're happening to you. You know? So, I mean, free will is nothing to mess with. This is why I've always walked away from situations. I don't go back to shit, okay? And if somebody, wants to get back in my good gracious, I'm trying to make sure that everything is right. We're cool. We're at an understanding because I already know if we're not, I've seen what happened to people in the past that tried to screw me over. Okay? I had an ex that disrespected me to my face. Like, I'm stunned. I was like 16 at the time, 17. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is my first boyfriend. I'm like, what the hell who the hell do you think? This asshole almost got hit by a bus right in front of my face. It's not funny, but it's funny because the shit literally came out of nowhere. It was like a flying 57 out of fucking nowhere. And I swear, like, second street, like, runs all the way down, right? So you can see that bitch coming up from Colonel Doherty. Didn't see shit until last second, and he was like, "Whoa!" And he just looked at me. I just turned the fuck around and just walked off and said, "Asshole that was whooping my ass after him, my second boyfriend. That asshole. Yeah, he it was a rug. That's what I told my ex partner. His crazy ass, whatever. I don't know the situation with him. I'm still trying to figure him out. But anyway, I'm just doing me for the time being and trying to get my shit together instead of focusing on this shit because I'm like, no, I'm not focusing on this. I'm focusing on me and getting my shit together because you acting funny. So anyway, I told him about an ex and I was like, yeah. So, he was whooping my ass every fucking day. And my bruises were where people could not see. Some of them actually ended up where people could see and everything. But this asshole, he killed my pet. Okay, I told him keep the bags away from the cage because he'll nibble on them and that's bad for him. He'll get hurt. He'll hurt himself. He'll kill himself. You can't do that. So of course the bags were away, and then next thing you know, I came back in the house after walking to the store or something. And when I went to go check on Bacon, I'm like, he's not moving. And that was like, that was devastating to me, okay? After that shit, it was a rug that was catty cornered against the wall like this, okay? Bed is right here. He's right here. I'm right here. We were talking, and then something just told me to move away. And so I just looked at him and I said, I didn't do it. And I rolled over like a foot from him, and the carpet just went boom right on top of his ass. TV started staticking out every single time he walked into the bedroom. He was like, why TV doing that? I don't know. And he just started giving me like the crazy look and everything. Like I said, I got out of that situation because I woke up blind. I woke up blind, not being able to use the bathroom for like 2-3 days. Okay? Couldn't do anything. I woke up, I couldn't see shit. And since I became a useless fucking shell, he showed me that basically that's exactly what I was, a useless fucking shell. And he said, go ahead, you can go back home to your mom. So I called my mom and I went back home. So yeah, people will use the shit out of you until they get what they want from you, and then they will toss you like you ain't shit. Everything comes back on people. Everything. Every fucking thing comes back on people. They think they get away with stuff. They don't. It always comes back one way or another. Either they're going to end up losing income, they're going to end up having children not like them, they're going to end up having problems, within their life that they didn't expect, in situations and finances. Like, that shit comes back. When you do something, you have to do it from the heart, out of love. You can't do it with deceitful intent behind it, because guess what? You're going to get that back to you in return. So this situation right here, I think this is what's clarifying this. And, my little speech, my little spill, ordeal, whatever, after this is, hopefully, some people, they take something good from it. They learn a little bit of something. But yeah, never do anything maliciously. Never ever try to manipulate situations. It's not going to work out. It's not. How about, actually depending on your heart and your mind to make somebody fall in love with you? Okay? Because guess what? You can't do that. You can't make somebody do anything. It's your heart, it's your mind, it's your soul. It's all those things combined together working in you that will bring the people that need to be with you and need to be close to you closer to you. That's how friendships are actually built, because you are vibing. You guys are on the same frequency. You guys are understanding each other. Like, I'm not going to judge you because, you have this belief or that belief, or you stand with this, you stand with. I don't care. You know what I care about? If you're a good person, if I can trust you, if you're honorable to your words, your heart, your truth. That's it. People feel as though they have to hide. And you shouldn't feel like you have to hide. Because that means that you are not comfortable with being yourself because of how you were portrayed around other people that just didn't get you. So you learned how to cloak. It's time to be yourself. It's time to let the world know who you are. You're beautiful. Everything from you is beautiful. I gotta go to the gym. Good day.